Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Big Boys Toy T.N.C. 08E Honda, which is the newest addition to this kind of vinyl-y, kind of chibi-esque little mini statue line for Street Fighter where they light up and make sounds from the game. So it's kind of a fun line. You guys have seen me review all of the other ones, and they've been getting kind of increasingly better, progressively better. And this one I think is another good example. I don't know if he's as interesting as some of the other characters just in the design of the move. I mean, it's just his hand sticking out, so there's no fire or things like that, but it's still done really, really well, and it's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get this guy off the stand and take a closer look. Alrighty, so this guy stands, and I'll mention now for those of you that aren't familiar, there is a back card to this that makes it look like the stage. I'll show you that in a second. I just want to get the measurements and things without that first. So the figure stands roughly about 14 centimeters on top of the base, which makes him a little bit less than 6 inches. Including the base, you're going to add about 2.5 centimeters, a little bit less than that, which makes it just about an extra 3/4 of an inch. And then the whole overall width is a little over 9 inches, which is a little bit, that's almost exactly 23 centimeters. So it's not a tiny little piece. It's kind of a substantial, small-scale vinyl-y statue type thing. So let's go ahead and talk about the accessories, if you want to call it that. We have the card right here, little player card with some nice artwork, and then some bio on the back. Pretty cool little thing, but that's really it. Otherwise, we just get the figure and the back card. That goes right here. And you'll see that at the end, but I'm not going to bother putting it on now because what I want to do is show you the figure off of the stand. Now, of course, it can't light up or do any noises or anything like that when it's not on the stand, but if memory serves, they are all self-supported. That's not the right way of saying that, but they don't need to be on the base, and that's true for this guy too. You can just stand him there if you just want to have a little vinyl E-Honda statue. And they're done very nicely. They're shading throughout the white here on the skirt, and then the blue lines are fairly clean. They're shading throughout all of the skin, very nicely done, good tones. Really no problem at all. A little questionable shading right here, doesn't quite match the sculpt, but it's not too bad. When it's on the base, you won't tell at all, so that's okay. And then, let's see if we can get in there and look at the face a little bit. The faces are usually really clean, and that's true for this guy too. They did a really good job with the face paint. The eyes look really nice, the mouth looks good. The hair is sculpted really nicely. Really no complaints on this guy. They did a good job with the effect part, if you want to call it that, with the hand kind of stretched out. And it's not 100% accurate to the game because it has to actually be physically connected. But I think it definitely conveys the right look. I'm very pleased with it. Very, very appealing, aesthetically pleasing figure. So let's go ahead and put him on the stand. And so what you do is, if you're not familiar, you press this button, and they all work a little bit differently. So some of them are, every time you hit the button, it does something. Some of them, you hit the button, and it goes through the whole spiel of what they're going to do. So Honda's a lot like Chun-Li in that every time you hit the button, it makes the sound, and then one of the hands lights up, which is a really cool feature. So we're going to do that, and then what I'll do is I'll turn the lights off so you can see it a little bit better as far as the lighting goes. So it works basically just like it does in the game, which is really cool. It's not the best in terms of displayability because you have to be sitting there clicking the button. It's not like for Akuma where you just hit it and it goes through the whole thing. So, I mean, I totally get what they're going for. I don't have really an opinion either way, but you need to know that you do have to manually do it every time. And I think it lit up pretty well as we were going, but I'll go ahead and turn off some of the lights so that you can see just a little bit better. And well, let's leave it right there. That'll probably be good. So it's not the most practical thing, but it's still really cool, and it's definitely a necessary piece. If you're collecting this line, you can't not get Honda. Honda's one of those classics where I don't think he gets enough love, but he's a cool character, and it's a cool piece. So let me go ahead and put the back on so you can see it, and then we'll just wrap it up there, and I'll have some photos at the end. And there you go. So you have the stage. The back card is a nice plastic. It's really, really high quality printing. And then the base is a flatter cardboard, like cardstock type of thing, but still really nice printing. Very well done. Although the cardstock here, the printing at the bottom, doesn't have as much of that like pixelated look as I was expecting. I'm pretty sure they were all pixelated at the bottom too, not just the background to be accurate to the game. But either way, it still looks really cool. And I'd have to check on that, but it still looks nice, so that's fine. So yeah, I definitely recommend it if you're into this sort of thing. If you're not, then you're probably not watching this video anyway. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I have new videos up every single day. We talk about action figures, movies, TV shows, video games, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure you come back for that. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And in the meantime, keep collecting.